going with the ground game left. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. There he goes. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. So Miami's offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're right. This guy...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The Canes will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense has the ball for the first time. And what a... bunch formation for these receivers. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning on the Jets. The touchdown Hurricane. And what's... Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Fires to the right. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you...
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown! Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's already been, now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Offense in a bunch formation. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back.
Wide open spaces. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. From the gun, the ground game. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Fires to the wideout. Good work on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Canes. A great catch and run for 6. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice...
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. All down at the 7-yard line. Good return after the pick, and now they are in business.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Sends it back in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Right on the money. Into the secondary on the right. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place. Was
going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball.
He's loose. Inside the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do?
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Penn State.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got the quick pass. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. The Hurricanes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Offense in an empty set. Looking downfield on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the... Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making checks. Second down, he'll throw it. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. It's on target and complete, and they're able to get him down.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. He's trying to get it in. And he rolls it. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. Bench in stride inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to sneak the wide receiver past him on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Trying play action. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Gets it out fast. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time on target. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Canes have it with a 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. And he moves into the end zone. Wants to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's
And the Canes want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Hurricane! He got us. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he made the extra point without problem. Defense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent.
Fires toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Snagged out of the air. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Did as he throws. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically. They've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays, just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that fourth down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. After this, it'll be a wrap.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their